What's going on, people? It's Superamecube64. We're starting this new channel here, and there's gonna be 4 of us on it. We may add more people later, but I don't really think so. 4 seems kind of like a good number to me. But basically, what we're gonna be having is some Let's Play type things, but with multiplayer, like us playing with each other, and we'll also have some solo stuff too that we'll individually upload. But before all that, I decided I wanted us all to have intro videos, basically, tell you who we are, and then give our personal top 10 video games of all time. And note the word personal. These are opinions. You're free to disagree with them. But as I said, my screen name is SuperGameCube64. Everybody in the group likes Nintendo. I'd be willing to bet money that I'm be the one covering the most Nintendo stuff. There's a couple others that I think will rival me on that, but I really do think I'm going to be doing more Nintendo stuff than them. But anyway, my personal top 10 list, I'm going to be looking back at my laptop because I made this video earlier, and I kind of just did it impromptu. The problem was I was having trouble sorting out the games. I was having trouble placing them where I wanted them on the list. And so what I did was I pulled up Microsoft Word and I typed out all of the candidate games, and I just kind of systematically went through until I only had 10. So, if you see me doing this, I'm looking back at my computer for a refresher. So I'm going to do it in reverse order. We're going to start with 10, go to 1. So, my number 10, and this was a pretty hard choice between Final Fantasy VII and Ocarina of Time, but ultimately I went with Ocarina of Time. Final Fantasy VII was a large part of my childhood. It was the first real RPG other than Pokemon that I played. But I feel like Ocarina of Time had a bigger impact on gaming, so I feel like it deserves the number 10 spot, even though I didn't play it until later on. So I'm going to go with Ocarina of Time at number 10. And number 9, Final Fantasy IX. And I know I'm probably alone on that, but personally I think Final Fantasy IX is the best in the series. A lot of people didn't like it because it kind of went back to that old style of like the more fantasy oriented things as opposed to like the post-apocalyptic stuff of 7 and 8, but that's kind of what I liked about it. And it really does feel more advanced than the other ones, and I say advanced, by that I don't mean complicated. I just mean that it feels like the end result of something, and so that's why I made that. And ironically, Final Fantasy IX is number 9. Number 8, I'm gonna go with Metroid Prime. It was actually developed by, Retro. It was composed of some of the team that made Turok 1 and Turok 2. And if you go back and play those games, you can kind of see the resemblance between it and Metroid Prime, kind of the exploration-based thing. But I feel like Metroid Prime was one of the best games on the GameCube, definitely. And I think it kind of proved to people, because back when they first started showing videos of it, people were kind of laughing at it. And like the preview stuff, they were laughing at it and saying, "Well, that's not Metroid." And Retro just totally proved them wrong, and it became one of the best games ever. So I'm gonna give that number 8. Number 7, I'm going to give to Animal Crossing on the GameCube. Another one that I may be the only one with that on my list, but I absolutely love Animal Crossing. just that sense of just do what you want, just live. I didn't like Wild World and City Folk as much. I don't know why. It just didn't seem to compare. That said, the original Animal Crossing was a pretty big part of my adolescence. Pretty big part of my life when I had switched school systems and kind of helped me make new friends. So I think that might be another reason why it kind of sticks with me. Number 6, I'm going with Pikmin 2, because I think it's one of the best sequels ever made. Like it literally just improves on everything Pikmin did. Really great game. It looks great. It plays great, and it's kind of it's got this little quirky atmosphere, kind of like Earthbound. And by that I don't mean that it's like Earthbound, just comparing it to quirkiness. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And was that number 7 or 6? Yeah, that was number 6. Thought I was gonna have to start over for a second there. Number 5. I'm gonna give that to. I'm looking at my list here. I'm gonna go with Red Dead Redemption. I feel like it's one of the only masterpieces of the modern generation of consoles. And you know, it's kind of based on that Grand Theft Auto format, but I hate Grand Theft Auto, and you can ask anybody that knows me. I just despise Grand Theft Auto. I just don't like it. But yet I love Red Dead Redemption, and I think that alone speaks volumes for the game. You know, anytime you hate a genre, and then something comes out in the genre, and the person that hated the genre likes it, that's got to say something. So, that gets number 5. Number 4. I'm gonna have to get Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64 is it's a really short game, and you can beat it in an hour. But that's kind of what's great about it. You can just play through it over and over and over. And there's so many different paths and stuff that you don't really get tired of it, even after you've taken them all. I've probably beaten the game like 50 times, and I'll probably beat it 50 more times before I die. It's just great. So, oh, now I lost count again. That was number 4, right? I'm just going to assume that was number 4. Number 3, I gotta go to Paper Mario. That's another really good game that I've beaten multiple times, and then I'll probably beat a bunch more times. It just doesn't get old to me. Number 2, Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. And again, I know I'm alone on that. A lot of people are shocked when I say that, because they expect me to say the PlayStation one would be my favorite, but it's not. Several reasons for that. Number 1, Twin Snakes was the first Metal Gear I ever played. Number 2, I just feel like it made a lot of improvements, and a lot of people say, well, it makes the game too easy and this and that. Turn up the difficulty if you think that. It's a great game. It's a great remake. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. And number 1, and you probably saw this coming, Super Smash Bros. Melee. It is the best sequel ever made. And I think the reason Brawl was a little bit of a disappointment was because Melee was such a huge step up, and then Brawl was just kind of this little hop. And so many people still prefer Melee over Brawl, and I just got to give it the number 1 spot. So hopefully I didn't skip over one like I think I may have. If I did, I'll make another top 10 video later. Maybe we can all do updated ones at some point. That might be really cool. See how our opinions change later on down the road. But anyway, I'm Superamecube64. That was my intro, and we'll see you later.